All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. I love the Friday reading. So it's an exploded all signs reading on the table. It's one card for each sign, no clarifiers. But I do have a pre-shuffle. It's very interesting. And we got a lot going on right now if you've been watching my readings, especially that new moon reading, the solstice reading, all of it. It all ties together, okay? I'm telling a story here. I'm following the soulmate cycle. So pay attention to everything that falls on the table. I'm not an astrologer. I read energy. So it doesn't matter. We're just splitting the soulmate cycle up into 12 pieces here. That's all we're doing. For most of you, about 9 out of the 12, something I say. Could just be one thing will have some impact for you or have some meaning. Okay? That said, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I do the Saturday reading, which is the weekly reading, tomorrow on Saturday. The Saturday reading, I ask the question to the universe, what actions is your person going to take? You know, what kind of action is happening in the soulmate cycle? This is what they're thinking and feeling in the Friday reading. It's me taking a snapshot of the energy right now, an exploded all signs reading. So I want you to know the difference between the two. Also, we clarify tomorrow for the weekly reading. That said, I got a Knight of Cups, pre-shuffle. Knight of Cups, crossed by the Four of Swords, with an Ace of Wands, and a Three of Pentacles, bookending the Knight of Cups. Very simple message here. I need to fix this. I need to fix this. That's the message. Somebody wants to bring some healing here. Somebody wants something with you. Somebody doesn't want you to get away. And there's a Wheel of Fortune right underneath that. You know, it's someone who goes back and forth on this. We talked about this in recent readings. That's landing your person in towers. And towers can manifest in many different ways. There's no real way to pinpoint, you know, how it's going to affect your person directly, what it means. It could just mean they fall into a state of despair or depression. It could mean that. Either way, my pre-shuffle is, I need to fix this. Okay? So the energy right now, what they're thinking and feeling, and the energy around every card that's going to fall on the table is this Knight of Cups. Right? Let's see where we go. Now again, with that Wheel of Fortune, we know your person goes round and round with it. But it is driving them crazy. They can't get rid of you. They can't just run away from it. And they can't ignore the fact right now, as I talked about with the new moon reading, the lesson, the perspective, if you will, of their situation on their side, of what life is like without you, is sticking. They can't just, you know, distract themselves away and ignore it. So that is very powerful energy when that happens, you know, especially if you have a person that's content just to sit in the toxin, you know, or they're fine if you go away and all that kind of stuff. They're not fine if you go away. For a lot of you, not all, but for a lot of you, you're your person's Obi-Wan. You're the only reason they keep going. Although I doubt they tell you that. Let's shuffle the deck here. What's your person thinking and feeling in the energy right now? We'll take a little snapshot, one card for each sign. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle right now. I'm done shuffling. I'm finished. And it's all about the Emperor. And again, we talked about this in the new moon reading extensively, which I did, you know, a couple of days ago, I guess. I don't know. Look at him sitting on that throne right there. Sitting on that throne with all his stuff. The whole world is happening around this person. Their life is kind of boring. It's kind of, even if your person's an adventure mountain climber kind of thing, their emotional life is boring. The Emperor needs the Empress. This is a longing energy that's on this here. He's looking over it. What's going on? That's you. You're thriving off in the distance. Or what they could have. What they could have had. All of that. That's the energy around this. Now, I don't know whether this Emperor, this is the overall energy of all the cards on the table. I don't know whether this Emperor gets his shit together and comes off the throne or not. But your person is thinking about you. You know, what they're thinking and feeling about you is you're the one that got away. You're the great big woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's very strong in the energy right now. There's no doubt about it. And I'm going to warn you, the energy of right now, there's some astrological alignments going on, including some tense angles with Mars and Pluto and all that. You might feel a little grumpy over the next couple of days. But a lot of that is you picking up on this person's frustration, and some of it is the energy around you. Pluto is kind of death obsessed. I call Pluto sometimes the Victorian planet, right? Because the Victorians were very death obsessed. It's a little like that. I'm not saying you're going to think you're going to die. I'm just saying you might be a little grumpy, you know. And this person here is really going to be in that energy too, and it's going to affect them a great deal. In fact, that Pluto and Mars energy could be why they land in a tower in the soul position there, as we saw in the new moon reading that I did a couple days ago. Okay, let's see where we go here. You ready? Okay, every card falls on the table is about your emperor. So here we go. Aries. Our story starts with Aries, it ends with Pisces. Everything matters here. All right? I'm not an astrologer. This ain't your horoscope. Aries. Winter. Winter. Five of Pentacles. Again, that longing energy. Okay? Longing. It's right there. Someone feels like they're out in the cold. We can't forget the pre-shuffle. They want to fix this. Your person here, Five of Pentacles, that could bring them in. Also, this ties a little bit to the energy of towers happening around them. They could be suffering some loss. They could be a little depressed. Either way, it's just an energy of winter around your person. All right, let's see. So this is what, it's not about actions. It's about what they're thinking and feeling right now. On the weekly reading tomorrow, we'll see some actions. All right, we'll see what they're going to do about it. Let's see here. Taurus. Eight of Cups. Somebody is seriously regretting walking away from you. Okay? That's what I got. Seriously. In fact, when I look at this card, I see her walking away, right? And quite frankly, these cups aren't broken. They're perfectly fine. The cups with you are pristine and nice, and she walking away from them. She think they're better cups out there off in the distance. I see her stopped here, like just kind of always looking back. You always look for that, like if you want to know if somebody likes you or not, you see if they look back as you're leaving. You watch out of the corner of your eye, you see if they're looking at you or if they turn around or something like that. That's what this energy is. They're turning around and going, why did I walk away from those eight cups? They're not even broken. They're perfectly fine. Okay, Gemini. Temperance. There's an energy of clarity around your person at the moment. Clarity. Okay? I don't know what that means. You might. Maybe there's something that they need to think about. Maybe there's some food for thought that you gave them, or some food for thought that you hoped that they would think about. Because I know your person, in the energy I get for Gemini, my Gemini people, their person feels trapped in something. They feel like they can't get out of it, or something along those lines. There's an energy of clarity around your person. That's Archangel Michael. As he holds the sword of truth. Now, Archangel Michael, very good at giving you clarity. You were sitting next to Archangel Michael at the bar, that'd be a really good conversation over a couple of drinks. You'd leave that bar going, I get it now. That kind of thing. All right, Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle. Our host here on Fantasy Island, which is no fantasy. Okay, this ain't my fantasy. Actually, I think Cancer's the host on This Ain't My Fantasy Island. Okay, how about we phrase it like that? Cancer, the Queen of Wands. This is very strange. Obviously it's Fakey McFakerman. It's somebody the queen of the cover story. Somebody who's pretending that they're happy when they're not really. Somebody's pretending you don't matter when you really do. That's the secondary energy. The primary energy here, I don't know why, but what your person's thinking and feeling right now is they want to bang you. Now, there's an extreme attraction here. There's an attraction each of you have for each other that transcends. If your person is single or something like that, and they're looking around trying to replace you with someone else, they're not finding anybody that's worth taking that dress off for. Nobody, male or female. It could be a dude in a dress too. Leo. Let's see where we go here. The Leo soap opera, right? Page of Swords. Your person is the king or queen of this, or the page of this, if you will. Your person is kidding themselves. They're kidding themselves. That's exactly what they're doing. They want to reach out. They don't feel like they can. I can't tell you apart from your soulmate, so roles can be reversed here, but somebody's kidding themselves. Somebody's disappointing their own self. It's like, I'll give it to you this way, the way it feels. It's like they type a text message, for example, and they read it back. They proofread it before they hit send, and they just feel like it's not enough. No, I don't want to say that. And try again. No, and try again. No, it's like that. That's the energy I get here. Okay, so you definitely matter. The soulmate connection definitely matters. It's your person who needs to realize that they matter. Okay, I'll phrase it that way. Virgo, King of Pentacles. Virgo, the energy around you is incredibly stable. You are reflecting as somebody worth knowing, somebody who, this is your energy attached to this. This is how, if it's a runner soulmate, this is how they see you. Okay, it would be how they see you. See you as the King of Pentacles. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. I keep telling you this, and I will tell you again. The energy around you is spectacular. You're going to be getting signs that it's there. If it hasn't hit you yet, just have some faith that the universe has your back. I promise you it does. There's a lot of stability coming for you. A lot. And somebody sees this and they want this. So it could bring a soulmate back to you. Pay attention to your July reading, for sure. Libra. Strength. Libra, somebody is coming towards you. I saw that in your July reading. I see it here. Fear, the wall of fear that's usually around this is now just a rope, like those ropes they put around VIP areas that anybody can get through. You know, kind of just step over kind of a thing. It's like that. Somebody's heart chakra is wide open. Volume to 11, you know. Total spinal tap fucking heart chakra action happening here. For those that don't know that reference, Spinal Tap is an old movie where the guitar amp went up to 11. Usually they just go up to 10, that kind of thing. So it's cranked. Okay, can we put it that way? This is communication. I do see someone wanting to talk to you, if for no other reason than to calm their nerves. I don't know what that means. To kind of set the record straight, maybe something along those lines. It could be that. Scorpio, my hot Scorpios, 10 of Pentacles. There's a period of stability on your side. There's a period of stability that's rolling in. I don't get both sides for everybody, but if I get it, I tell you. On your side, there's a period of great stability rolling in. Pay attention to what I told Virgo, please. Okay? Same kind of energy here for sure. Also, you might be getting a dog. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a dog on the card. The golden retriever represents calm and peaceful, and everything's good and everything's great. They aren't a real particularly rowdy dog, you know. As far as your person goes, they want this with you, but I'd have to clarify to see whether they're coming to get it. So I got to tell you, pay attention to your July reading. But pay attention, when I see a card like this here, pay attention to tomorrow's weekly reading. When we clarify, we'll see what's happening here. Remember that card, okay? But all I know is something good's about to happen for you. Okay, if it hasn't already. So I have some faith in that. Remember that word faith I told Virgo. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my God. The Hierophant, in case you're wondering what that is. I don't know your deck, Steve. Okay, it's the Hierophant. Yeah. Again, I want you to pay attention to your July reading. I think, I don't know whether this was your July reading or not, because I washed the readings, so they all kind of blend together. But the energy I get here, so if this matches, great. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But the energy I get here is you're on a different wavelength than someone coming towards you. Someone, you're looking at it as spiritual. They're looking at the other energy that's coming upon this is sort of like an atheist coming to meet the Pope. It's sort of how I read it. Right? All right, I'll go meet the Pope, you know, because I have to. He's in town. Kiss the ring. All that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure your July reading talks something about someone coming at you for practical reasons. It makes sense to be with you, kind of a thing like that. But you're on a whole other level, and I want you to consider that. Don't ever lower your vibration to meet someone else, right? That's why I'm not a big advocate of marriage counseling. Counselors, unless it's a really brilliant counselor who understands energy, because counselors tend to encourage compromise, but they usually do it from an angle of where one person needs to come down to the other person's level and the other one comes up a little bit and you meet somewhere in the middle. I don't, as an energy reader, as someone who knows a lot about energy, I'm going to tell you right now that's never the right thing to do, and that's why a lot of them fail even after counseling. Right? It's never a good idea to lower your vibration ever. Ever. If you're on a high vibration, because that high vibration keeps you safe from devil energy. because all the devil frequencies of energy within the band that is devil, right? Think of it like FM and AM radio, right? FM has a band of frequencies within it. So all the frequencies within the devil energy, right, are very low. They're just static energy. So if you bring your vibration down, then you are sort of sticking your head under the water and they can get you. Keep your head above water always, okay? So do what you want with this person, but that's what I get. You're on very high vibration right now. You've learned a lot. I mean, I don't know how or with what, but you've definitely grown spiritually. Capricorn, 4 of Cups. Jesus Christ. Somebody's coming towards you. You may not care. No matter how hot this little blonde is, he just don't care. It's that kind of thing. Somebody coming towards you. They are. I feel that energy is incoming and it's fast. But it might be too little, too late, or you may just be disappointed with what they have to say, and you're like, whatever. If that's all you're going to say, fuck off. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. That's what I get off of that. I wish I could clarify it. I love this card because I always feel bad for this girl. I mean, she was ready to roll, and this guy just dropped the ball. I'll tell you what. But in your case, the energy here that's you. You're the one in blue this time. You're the one who's like, whatever. You know, it might be smaller than what you thought it would be, or it might just be you're over it. Kind of a thing, because maybe they don't share enough. We do have this page energy here with Leo, and again, everything's connected, right? It's a Buddhist principle, but science has proven it too. Dark energy in the universe, which makes up about 70%, give or take, 69-70% of our universe. It's called dark energy. It's what I'm reading. It's the energy I'm reading. It's an energy web that ties everything together. Everything is stuck in the web, all of it. So the Buddhists were right, it turns out, scientists say. Well, good for them, right? Yay, scientists. Good, great to catch up. So there is a page here. So, again, there's disappointing messages. You might be a little disappointed by what they have to say. It might be too little, too late. You might tell them to fuck off. Aquarius, 4 of Pentacles. Hold out for anything. Hold back from anything that doesn't feel right to you. Okay? This is an energy of fear. It's a card of the miser. Misers are fearful people. They sit on their money. They bury it in their yard in mason jars and all kinds of things like that. They don't want, and they guard it with a shotgun. They're fearful if someone's going to take it. God forbid they spend it. It's fear. It's an energy of holding back, a fear of lack, a fear of loss. I want you to fear nothing. I want you to flip that energy. Okay? Because when you do that, when you're under an energy of this, when you're always suspicious of people or cynical or something along those lines, be careful of that energy creeping in. This is a warning that some energy around you like that might creep in. Okay? Be careful of that energy because it doesn't give you clarity. All right? It actually creates, it's a mild devil frequency. Anytime cynicism, for example, being cynical, always needs to be paired with a high level of clarity and intelligence. If it's not, you run into problems. I see that a lot with our local police here in where I live. We have our own local police force. I don't know where they get these people, but even the lady next door who used to be a cop says that they're inept. But either way, they train police officers to be cynical at the police academy, if you will. Because, you're not supposed to believe what someone's telling you. You're supposed to look at it and go, okay, well, whatever. But the problem is, if they're not very smart, everything is just a lie. Everything is questioned. And that's how innocent people end up in jail. Because there's no clarity. There's no nothing. Cynicism always needs to be paired with intelligence. When it's not, it's dangerous. It's dangerous energy. Bad things can happen. Be careful of that. That kind of energy is coming in around you, or will be. It'll be in the air probably for all of you. I talked about it earlier. I talked about it with the Mars-Pluto thing, right? Fear nothing. Have faith in your own abilities and make sure that you give everything a fair shake. You look at it with clarity and some intelligence. And don't let anything near you that sucks. All right? If you get a bad vibe on it, make sure it's an honest bad vibe. As far as your person goes, they're holding back. They think it's too late. They're fearful to talk to you. They're afraid to talk to you. I don't know how else to phrase it. Pisces. Very important card because we started with winter. Okay? And I'll throw some cards over the top. 3 cards over the top. At the end, we'll have the universe add all this up for everybody. All right? But that Mars-Pluto influence is pretty strong in all this. Saw it here with Aquarius for sure. Pisces. Queen of Cups. Look at that. Somebody wants to come out of winter. I said, very important card here, Pisces. We started with winter. Somebody here is coming towards you. Somebody wants some water in that cup. It's the most love I can pull from the deck. It's the Queen of Cups. All right. Somebody wants some love in that cup right now. It's just got sand in it. And she gives the full cup. This person is waiting for the tide to come in. I don't know what that means. That's sort of the message I get from the energy. Waiting for the tide to come in. Maybe waiting for it could mean waiting for the right moment. Right? Waiting for the right moment or something along those lines. It could be not a right moment where like you're here or something like that, or you're over here. It's more a right moment within themselves. All right? Because the Queen of Cups, there's a lot of love here that you have. Somebody here is lacking a little bit of self-confidence, but I think they pull it together. Remember, your energy angle is tied with Leo, and with Leo's angle, and your person doesn't have to be a Leo. I've got the Page of Swords. So I've got someone who's getting in their own way by having sort of an inferiority complex or feeling like, second-guessing themselves maybe too much. But they have a lot of love for you, and I do see some communication coming your way, although we'd have to clarify. However, pay attention to the weekly reading tomorrow. All of you should, really. But this is what your person's thinking and feeling right now. This is the energy around it. I realized for Aquarius, I didn't really talk about your person other than it's mostly energy around you, and that's all that's been showing up. Your person really refused to open up, and they just, they make excuses. Too much time has passed. Oh, they're gone, or they're with someone else, or whatever. Just excuses, excuses, excuses. They will, I believe, eventually open up. The energy that's keeping them from you is very minor arcana. So even if it's just a phone call you get from them one day, or you run into them by accident, it may happen. They could be coming towards you. Either way, it looks like something new is coming towards you. And that applies to a lot of you. There's another soulmate energy. We used to call it the brown dwarf in the singles reads. Brown dwarf is a type of star. There's a science. It's a science theory that most stars are binary. In other words, they have like a sister star. The theory is that our sun has a sister star, and it's a brown dwarf, so we can't see it because it's very dim out beyond the Kuiper belt, which is out beyond Pluto. May or may not be true. It'd be hard to find out because it would move at that kind of an orbit. It would move very slowly around the sun, so it might take thousands of years for it to even come into our view. Right? You never know. That being said, there is that energy, and it's getting closer and closer. So as you guys come into your full Empress energy, pay your karmic debt, learn your lessons, all of that kind of thing, it makes it easier for that energy to come in. It's not that the universe is withholding it. It's just your other soulmate, your runner, is very powerful energy, and it repels the brown dwarf, if you will. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards from the universe. So for a lot of you, there's multiple things coming towards you. But I try not to confuse the reading too much. All right? I try to stick to the main energy. But we'll see. It's going to be an interesting summer. Or winter if you're down there in Australia, New Zealand, whatever. Anyway, Argentina. Anyway, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's see. Give me 3 cards, universe. 3 cards and a crossing card. Add all this up for us. Add it up. Give me a title for this reading, will you? I have no idea what to call this motherfucker. Well, here she is. Cancer's the host here on Not So Fantasy Island. It means the whole soulmate cycle. All it means is the whole soulmate cycle is Cancerian themed, which is difficult for some signs if your person has a lot of fire in their sign, for example, which I see. I see an absorbent amount of fire in the runners. I see that. You may have a lot of fire in your chart, but you're emotionally open. It's different energy. You're balanced within your feminine and masculine, or at least close to balanced. Anyway, Fakey McFakerman came back. Queen of Wands. That's why I mentioned Cancer. So it's there in the message from the universe, so everybody should pay attention to this, which means everybody's person is attracted to them. That's nice. Eight of Cups came back. And the Hanged Man and Strength came back. The center of my reading, right here, Libra, which I consider the center of my reading. Right here, a Strength card came back, and it's crossing the Eight of Cups. The universe is saying, look, everybody, all your people, right? All of your people are thinking about you intently. I mean, there's a lot of thought going on here. They think about you every day, throughout the day. When they try to distract themselves, you pop in. Basically, the universe with our center cards here, with my Eight of Cups, they see you walking away. They see you going after what makes you happy. They can feel that brown dwarf energy coming in, that other soulmate. They can feel that. Whether they realize it or not, I'm sure they're not an energy reader who can go, I'm picking up a soulmate energy coming toward me. I don't know why I go into an Indian accent. I apologize for that. But I'm limited on my, I'm very limited on my impressions. But either way, they see you going after happiness. They feel things coming towards you, and they got to get the strength up to come in. It opens their heart chakra, which gives you walking away, gives them the strength to come in. Now, what's interesting here, these are read center, left, right. I've got Fakey McFakerman read with the Hanged Man. Okay? So again, they're also thinking about their behavior. And we've seen that in recent readings a lot lately. They're giving their behavior, the universe puts us in the Hanged Man. Okay? We don't. The Hermit is within us. The Hermit, we put ourselves in the Hermit cave. We access that inner wisdom by shutting our brain down. Okay? But the Hanged Man, it's very hard to tie yourself up into a tree unless you're some kind of contortionist. The universe puts us in the Hanged Man. The energy around us does. And again, I see the little ting, the little light going off here about their behavior, about them. They're starting to get real. I can feel it in the energy. I see it with the Strength card here. What's crossing the Strength card? Just for fun, it's a Fool, right? See, they're starting to get real. There's not much holding them back. The only thing keeping her from jumping in the water and coming toward the emotion, the water represents emotion, opening up. Right? Which is what they need to do. The only thing keeping her from getting in there is a little twig. There's not much left. It really, because you're getting further and further away. Time is passing. Heart chakra, right there, opening up, giving them the strength, canceling out. Heart chakra energy is angel energy, technically, right? Fear is devil energy, technically. I always tell you, angel energy cancels out devil energy. It shorts it out. It's a goo, whereas devil energy is like a static. So it's no big deal. It's like rubbing your feet on the carpet and zapping your friend because you think it's funny. You know, that kind of thing. It's bullshit. It's low vibration. That said, that heart chakra is opening up, what the Strength card is telling us, and there's not much resistance left. Now, there's not much fear left around this card, and I said that around the Libra card. I said there really isn't. It's the rope around the VIP section. You can just walk right over it. So, again, keep growing. Keep learning. Keep finding yourself. Keep building your self-confidence. Stop waiting for this person the moment they feel that it's over. I mean, you may feel that, oh my God, I can't feel my person anymore. Oh my God, maybe it's over. That's fine. That just means you're doing your job. On their side, they're going to have that same reaction, except that reaction is going to bring them right into you. And that's something you have to have faith in. I can tell you that until I'm blue in the face, that's how these soulmate cycles work. But it's up to you to have faith in it. Okay? And it's good for you anyway. You shouldn't be sitting around waiting for this person. These people all have, as you learn in my extendeds, when we go all Dr. Phil on them, all have some issues. Okay? There's some things that need to be worked out before a relationship can even be had here. Even if that means your person's just married and their ex is going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, it can mean anything. As you walk away, as you become happier and more content, their heart chakra grows, the fear comes down, and they get real. It's already working. I know it is, because the universe is helping you, first of all, but I feel this energy waning. And I say that because when I pulled it for Cancer, I said in the beginning, I kind of cast it off. I said, yeah, it's Fakey McFakerman, King or Queen of the cover story. But the primary energy here, right, is Spank Bank Central. It's someone thinking about how attracted to you they are. That's what they're thinking and feeling. So that tells me, and this always, Cancer always applies to everybody. I don't care if you don't have it in your chart. It doesn't matter. Whatever's going on here with Cancer applies to everyone in this cycle because the whole cycle is Cancerian themed. I see that energy changing. I see that waning. I see Fakey McFakerman getting at least a little bit real. The more you learn, the more you grow, the more you slip away. You just got to have some faith in that concept. If you do, you'll be fine. I know it's hard, you know, because you want to keep focused on this person. You feel like if you stop focusing on it, it's gonna go away, and then it would have all been for nothing, and then they're definitely gone. No, it's never a good idea to hold on to someone's energy, and that's especially true for the DF. Okay, the DFs in this, or the non-runners, if you will. Okay, because not all DF, but anyway, the non-runners in this, it's a good idea to let go of that energy. It's a bad idea to hold on to it because it actually repels the person. Their energy around you in the first place was what repelled. So that said, if you can release that a little bit, what the universe is saying, the heart chakra comes up, fear goes down, Fakey McFakerman gets real, they get a whole new perspective of, oh shit, I better get to stepping, right? Better start running because it's much too late to jog. You're getting away, all right? That's what I got here. That's what they're thinking and feeling right now, along with a little pinch of energy advice for you. Tomorrow I'm going to pull a weekly reading. It's going to be a hell of a week. Not just fireworks on the 4th of July here in the U.S. There's going to be fireworks in the energy. I can tell already. There's several cards here I wished I could clarify. All right. That's it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.